Hi guys, I'm back with a really exciting package. Check it out, Lone Rider ADV bags. Let's get straight into looking at the bags on the bike and leave the unboxing till the second half of the video. Hello Richard.
Hello, Nick.
How are you doing?
Good.
What are you doing here?
You told me to come here.
Told you to come here and bring your bike, because what we were supposed to do was check out these new Lone Rider ADV bags alongside yours when we went touring, but you didn't come to Switzerland. So they are MOSKO Moto. We've done a tour, we went to Morocco with those, didn't we?
Yeah.
And you crashed. How many times?
No, I fell off once.
You fell off. Is that a difference? Crashed or?
When we were trying to go over a little bridge over the river.
Oh yeah.
Luckily it wasn't on the bridge.
No, okay. So you didn't damage them when you fell off?
No.
No, just in sand. So there are the MOSKO Moto. Price of these, Richard?
The small ones around about $750, including the import duty, and I'd say the bigger ones are probably around 900.
So 900 compared to the Lone Rider ones, which
These are the small ones, though, the 40 litre.
Yeah.
With the bigger, what do you call this bag? With the bigger bag, I've also got a smaller bag for the top.
Okay.
So if you bought the 80 litre, these would be bigger, more like yours.
Yeah, okay. So really just trying to see the differences between the two. And it is a bit of a tricky one. The obvious, but he's doing something very strange in the background on camera. The tricky thing about trying to find the differences is there aren't many. They both use different colours for being able to see inside the bag, but you've got this little beastie. And do you want to tell us how that works and what it's called?
I'm trying to remember.
Noblin.
Noblin.
Noblin,
yeah. Not goblin, Noblin. So you place, would actually take it off afterwards and cut this bit of set, because we need to think about this, yeah? Because you really need to show it without this on there. But we can add that in afterwards, and you can insert it. So let's pretend we've talked about the bit.
Noblin, okay. And then very similar latching system on the top. Why, when I get the camera out, is there always some knob in a plane? Hey? But your latching system is a bit different to mine. Do you want to come and have a look at mine? So my latching system is
magnetic. I quite like that, actually.
Yeah.
Just put it there and
it's done. And show me how yours work.
This is a bit more tricky. So
you pulled over on the side of the road, your hands are freezing cold.
It's not difficult,
oh, no.
but it's not quite as easy as yours. And then if I was longer, I'd be able to do it easier. Yeah.
So you got to
so it is a lot more tricky to put in than yours.
So latching, which pain in the arse levels are pretty high when you're on the side of the road and you just want to get a map pocket out. Now if I wanted to get into my map pocket, I'd just go like that, and I'm in. And putting that together, just chuck me that, Rich.
Yeah, they're quite good, I've got to admit.
Okay, so that's a plus. The padding around the bike, I think the Lone Rider is far more substantial. That is like a rubberized. Have a feel of that, Rich.
Yeah,
it's really thick.
I just feel it sticks out further than the MOSKO. I don't feel that sticks out as much. Or is it because I got the smaller bags?
I think it's possibly the smaller bags. Don't know. But your padding is more foamy orientated, but which, to be honest, could wear through. I think that's the padding on the bike's critical, and I think that they've spent the money on that.
Yeah. The only other difference really we'll talk about is these straps you've got at the back.
Yeah.
Whereas on the MOSKO Motors you can buy a thing called a Noblin, where you screw in the bottom part of the Noblin onto the rack.
Oh look, there's the hole where we first fitted it.
Yeah, my first attempt, put it in the wrong place.
Who did that? I did.
And so we moved it further up. And then you can just slide it on and off, which is nice. So there's no straps back here, and that's completely secure, which is quite nice, yeah.
Just show everybody how easy they are to get in. You showed me, actually. You put your arm up inside. So pop that one off, Rich, this one. So you arrived at your hotel, you want out.
I suppose you...
And you've never done this before?
No, and they've got a handle on it, look. Pull that out, but there's that on the back. You had it in the wrong way. It should be that way.
Okay.
Strap there.
Yeah.
There's a hole in the bottom. So once you get that down, and we haven't put much in these because if you were on tour, they'd be full, harder to get in. But you put your hand
Hang
in.
on, it's twisted up here. Well, don't.
Okay.
And then pull down.
Easier said than done, but
Well, they're in.
yeah. And then you can pull down on that strap at the bottom to help it go in all the way.
And your bags inside. Could you just open that one?
Takes me a bit longer, you see. It's quite easy to undo, mind
yeah,
you.
once you've done it a
It's
few
doing
times.
it.
And let's see your seal at the top. So pop your bag off. Again, you haven't got magnetic straps there, but undo that. Right, there's a difference there straight away. So you haven't got what Lone Rider are calling the super seal, which is this really soft inner seal, which obviously is a super seal.
Yeah.
Um,
I wouldn't say that this lets any water in though.
no, it wouldn't. And you've got windows there as well,
Yep.
same as this.
Have you got one? Yeah, you have.
Yeah. Handle-wise, you haven't got handles, have you?
Well, kind of, because when you do this up,
That's not a handle.
you've got a handle at the top. Look.
That's not a handle. That's a handle.
Well, that's handle in my
Okay, yeah.
handle in my book.
Yeah. But for pulling them out, this is that is robust. Also use it for carrying. I don't know, it's tricky to pick holes in both, and I'm not. I am actually. We're both trying to figure out what's what.
They're actually pretty much the same
Pretty
thing,
much
aren't
the
they?
same, apart from the price, which the Lone Rider slightly cheaper, and also MOSKO.
Is there a snob value of having that on the side of yours, or?
Well, if you're a snob. So what's wrong with this? What's wrong with Lone Rider? Hang
Well,
on, Rich,
that's
stop
why
a sec.
I'm asking you the question.
No, you weren't. You're being horrible.
Is that a
Look.
bit? No, is that a bit more?
What's this? A Lone Rider headlight?
Yeah, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Low, but is MOSKO a bit more
Expensive? Yes.
snob value than Lone Rider? That's all
Yeah, I
I'm
suppose
saying.
it says you've overpaid for your bags.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's not a lot.
So really, if you want the show-off factor, you get the one with MOSKO.
Yeah, if you've got more money than sense. So one accessory you have got, which they're not Lone Rider. What are they?
These are Pan Moto. They're
Okay.
about 40 quid, I think, for the pair. I think. So you bolt them onto the bike, and then you can strap the bags there.
Bolt
Much,
to your foot
much
rest.
more secure than putting it around this plastic. And
Yeah. So in conclusion, Rich, I know you're a bit biased because you've got a snob value because you think MOSKO Moto's better quality and more just because it's more expensive. What do you think of the Lone Rider bags?
I think they're pretty much the same thing as the MOSKO Moto, really, aren't they?
I think they're a better quality material.
Do you?
I much prefer the magnetic links, and I also prefer the way that this rubber under here is far superior to this little bit of foam under here.
See, I can't say it's better quality. I think they're both
About the same.
They're both really good quality, aren't they? Really, but I agree that these magnetic catches are really good.
Yeah, and the foam underneath.
Well, there's nothing really wrong with.
Well, no, but longevity, that's just
Do
foam.
you think?
I think they've done a really good job of that, and it's grippy as well.
Oh.
So there's for and against, but there you go. And I do like your Noblin, which we'll have a look at now. Okay, so this is Richard's Noblin.
Noblin, I think it's
Goblin.
called.
Noblin.
Noblin, one of the
So
two.
you
So
drill a hole in the bike,
Yep, through the plastic,
and this
Like that.
horseshoe affair.
slots over the top of that. So if you put it there, slides it over. Let me undo that. Slides over the end, and then you turn it to tighten it.
And is that tight now?
I don't know why you actually need to tighten this because
You're locking at the front.
you're strapping at the front anyway, so it's holding it forward.
So that is a good idea. And then you've got your Panniers Moto straps, which you've done. You've only got one set of straps on yours. I've got two.
Have you? Where?
Yeah, on the sides, of which I didn't bother doing the other one up. So on a different configuration, different bike, you've got more options.
Or too many straps.
Or too many straps, yeah.
It's horrible straps, aren't they?
Yeah, well, you can cut them to suit, I suppose. So, but that Noblin is...
I like not having all the straps
I
flapping about.
like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I mean, I have actually got holes in mine right here, so I don't know whether
But-
Lone Rider are coming with that.
Let me just strap this on then. And
What are you doing?
tidy it up. So look how tidy then that is there.
Yeah.
And then if we look at the straps on the Lone Rider, I know you haven't tidied them up, but
Well, the other thing you're
they're
missing...
going to be a lot messier, aren't they?
Yeah, but they're not tidied up, and you don't have a protective shoe. See that protective shoe?
Yeah.
That is to protect the buckle against paintwork.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't have that. So they're little tiny bits and pieces. They're a
Yeah.
bit different. But I like your exhaust, mate. What's that?
Oh, well, you know full well. Because you helped me fit it, the Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah, it is.
With the
Full set.
full header. Yeah, so do you want to hear it?
Just quickly, yeah, before we scare the old neighbours. Don't
So-
don't get too mad.
Press the button.
Quiet mode.
Quiet mode.
That'll do. I've only been here 2 months, and that's the first time you come round. We make excessive noise. Scared the dog, everything. So anyway, thanks for coming around with those. I really appreciate it. Now, how quickly can you get your rubber bags back in?
Fairly quickly. But that you just, when you said how quickly, that did make me think, how quickly would they be delivered compared to these coming from a different country? If you needed them quickly.
Well, I tell you what, Lone Rider, I'll get you those tomorrow, because they've got a fulfillment warehouse in Southall, not wherever they came from.
So that was another point.
Yours was a complete pain in the arse. Do you remember?
Yeah, well,
2 weeks.
Not necessarily their fault. It got delivered. The first one's got delivered outside the gates on the road, and
someone stole it.
yeah,
Yeah, and then
but they sent more.
second set they chucked over the fence.
I think they did, didn't they?
Yeah.
Mm.
So there is that.
But that's hardly their fault. Any delivery could. That's a delivery company, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. What's all this?
I don't know.
fluffy
What is
stuff?
all this stuff?
Anyway, thanks a lot, mate. Appreciate you popping round. I'm really jealous of your pipes. Well, I love your Lone Rider headlights. They're gorgeous, and your Lone Rider front headlight cover's quite nice.
Slightly different orange to yours,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Wonder where you bought that. But yeah, okay, great. Thanks for coming. Bye. You can go now.
But I got the Lone Rider lights. Look,
Hey, I know.
we've both got them.
Yeah, yours look good. You cleaned them. I haven't. I haven't cleaned this bike. I just couldn't wait to get off it after Switzerland. So anyway, all good. Catch you later. Thanks for watching. One quick discovery we just found is an anchor open set in the box as well, which could effectively attach to there, so you could lash on your bag a bit easier. What do you think, Rich? Let's do the unboxing. Woody cannot wait for me to get in here. He's been sniffing at this for the last couple of hours. I'm excited too, because I really actually hope these arrived on time for me to go to Switzerland, but they didn't. So I think they're going to be best thing since sliced bread. So what have we got? Woo! What we got? What we got? Look at this. So they're the pads. Let's get those out. Oh, they're made of really nice soft rubber. Look at those woods. Nice. So that'll protect the side of the bike. Good. Should be 3 of those. One for centre pad. Don't chew anything. And then there is the top bag, which converts into a rucksack. Which is made of really, really lovely material, actually. And it is open on both sides. What the hell? A bag with 2 ends. We'll figure that in a minute. But what I'm really excited to see is how these new magnetic latches work. Let's have a look. Right, let's just try side to side. Oh, liking that a lot. Look at this. bloody superb. That is so nice. When you folded these things over and you're trying to get them to lock in, huh, like that. That is just lovely. Straight on top of there. Look at that. It's a little round clip, and that just drops in on top of there, and that is done. Nice little jaws. Yeah, great. Love that. What do we got here? No idea. Look that one up in a minute. It's a poly bag, and there's one of the holsters. Let's have a look at that. Set it, leave it. Looks like a shoe. Oh, look at this. This is strong. Loving that. And again, roll the little bugger up all the way and done. Quite as unneatly as that, but great. Another holster, and then the actual panels themselves. So what happens here is you take one of these and that attaches to there, and that creates a soft cushion for the side panels of your bike, which is really, really nice. Joking me. Okay, that's good. And then obviously that's your beaver tail. Which rolls out and takes a tent, both sizes, a bag of accessories, Allen keys, which we're going to bolt that together. Another, these are rigid as hell. Holster, some exhaust protection, so the bag's melting, and the top cover, which we're going to need now. Let's get to work. Thanks for watching so far. Some idiot's been trying to call me. What do you think of that? Woods, you like that? So the first task here is to bolt the thing together. Look, their instruction video is far better than mine will ever be. So look at that. It's on the Lone Rider website. 2 spare seals for the air release. Couple of spare clips, couple of spare bolts. Ah, thread lock. Damn. So let's get on with it then. There's me waiting for my Amazon thread lock. Let's crack on. So stay there, Will. Need one of these. That. Sorry, Will. That bolts to there. Is that right? Sure is. So tad a thread lock and bolt these together. I'll just do one so it's clear as mud. Let's chip them all out. Nice that they've supplied a bit of thread lock. Now the key with thread lock is not to get it everywhere, because you don't need much of it. So open it, go again. Now, I would probably go for, I don't know what the technical way of doing it is. What's the easiest way? I think probably a little bit in here, to be honest. Probably the safest way of doing it. Probably got some engineers out there going, hey, you can't do that. So let's just put a bit on the top of the thread as well. So some moron likes to complain. I'm told of a bloke who's been putting chiggy cameras on bikes and being filmed. And he's decided to put them behind the screen now. To me, that's all very well. When you want to pop to the shops, if you were doing some serious touring, very high chance your screen's going to get splattered right where the chiggy camera sees through. Very low chance of the camera being splattered on its tiny, tiny little screen on the front of the bike. So, in my mind, that's fucking bullshit. And also, explaining to people in a very convoluted way, which have got bugger all experience in messing with bikes, routing cables. I know someone who managed to pinch their cables. Copying him. And BMW couldn't fix it. So he did. It's as easy as it. I can't see anything. There we go. Once it's taken, it's taken. So yeah, don't put your chiggy behind a screen where it's going to get covered in bugs. The time I got to Switzerland, I couldn't see the bloody screen. If I'd had an accident, I'd have been screwed because there's no way the chiggy's seeing anything. I had one tiny little speck on my camera, which the lens was seeing round. So don't do that. It's stupid. And don't find convoluted ways to run your chiggy wires because it will bite you in the ass when you pinch through the cables for the accessories. You risk shorting out your bike, but blowing up your ECU, everything. Take it simple. If you can see a little cable, so fucking what? Don't worry about it. Too clever, eh? Too fucking stupid. If you can't do it, bring it here. What? I thought you liked your Lone Rider thing on. Right, that was pretty easy. Would he come here? There's no one there. Got a lot going on here today. We've got guys adding insulation. Oh, right. Those are done up pretty tight. And that is good to go. That is all you need to do. And then obviously repeat the other side. And we'll do the rest at Richard's house. You want to go to Richard's? Right, done it. That took seconds. I really like this, by the way. How about that? A bit of reinforcement for your straps. If you want to remove them and alter them, you just slide out this bar, aluminium bar. That's not breaking in a hurry, is it?